All right, for our first question that we have here, it's going to combine some concepts from chapters 3 and 4. So chapter 3 was grams to moles to grams type calculations. Chapter 4 had solution stoichiometry in it. So that was the cases where we would have, for example, a volume and a molarity. And from that, we could get moles and then do stoichiometry. So in this particular question that we have here, we're asked when 100 mLs of 0.500 molar HCl is added to 30.10 grams of calcium carbonate in a beaker and allowed to react completely, what mass of solid calcium carbonate remains? And so for this problem, first thing that we need is a balanced chemical equation. And so we have calcium carbonate, which is a solid. It reacts with two HCl's to give us calcium chloride aqueous plus CO2 as a gas, plus the other product is H2O as a liquid in the solution. But the most important thing that we get here is the stoichiometry, 1 to 2. So it takes 2 moles of HCl to destroy 1 mole of calcium carbonate. All right, well, so the problem implies at least, it says what mass of solid calcium carbonate remains. That's implying at least that the HCl is going to be the limiting reagent. Let's just go for it with the calculation and see what we get. Okay, 100 mLs of the HCl solution. From the molarity, I'll use the definition of molarity, 1,000 mLs of that particular HCl solution would contain 0.500 moles of HCl. Now is where we use the stoichiometry of 2 to 1. 2 moles of HCl react with 1 mole of CaCO3. And then finally, let's go ahead and put it in a mass. And I figured out the molar mass for myself. So I have 100.09 grams of calcium carbonate. That's its molar mass, is 1 mole. Okay, so we figured out now the mass of calcium carbonate that would have reacted with this amount of HCl. So parentheses, open parentheses, 100 times 0.500 times 100.09, close parentheses, divided by 1,000 times 2. Okay, so I get 2.50 grams of CaCO3 reacted. Okay, so now we can confirm this, our suspicion about the limiting reagent in the problem, because this HCl would react with 2.50 grams of calcium carbonate. We have 3.10, and so the HCl is the limiting reagent. Okay, and at the start of the reaction, we had 3.10 grams. The reaction to go to completion requires using up 2.50 grams of calcium carbonate. And that's how we get our 0.60 grams remains. So this would be the amount of solid calcium carbonate that remains at the end of that reaction after we've used up all of the HCl.